We have attended this workshop with our son for the first time, and it has been a beautiful experience. My son has learned so much about trekking, about water, about forest. The forest is not very comfortable area, but he has become so comfortable with it. So we are very happy about it.
And, the kids also learn at this point, saying that you need to really walk, you need to really explore. There's so much to explore back again over here. You know, forest talks about we are all one. I think as humans, it's really important that we also start feeling and start imbibing those qualities back in the children.
Right.
I would say this is the very first step. Great job done by you guys. Whatever you guys have done, helping to organize this. Thank you so much for organizing this.
ಏನು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಒಂಥರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಪಾಡಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರವ್ರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ವೆರಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಜೊತೆ ನಾವು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ತಿನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಒಂಥರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಫ್ರೀ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಆಚೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೊತ್ತು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೂ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಟಯರ್ಡ್ ಅನಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಒಂಥರ ತುಂಬ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಕಾಡಿನ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಮನೆ ಇರೋದು ಒಂಥರ ಏನೋ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್. ಒಂಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರದಲ್ಲೂ ಖುಷಿ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಮಾವು, ತೆಂಗು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಲಸು ಮೇಯ್ನಾಗಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಡುಗೆನೂ ಅದರ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಹಲಸಿನ ಎಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇದು ಏನು ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಹಲಸಿನ ಪರಿಮಳ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, ಆ ಎಲೆದು. And it is so healthy.
We didn't think about collecting the seeds.
There are so many seeds fallen. That means the forest is still extending. The one you showed, the flower, at the end there was one small seed. That one, like, nobody can see it. Like, people only who know, they will spread it to everybody. Everybody will think it's just the tip of the flower.
And some fruits will also look like as seeds. It has seeds, dried ones and all. So it was very fascinating. We never thought of getting a look at the bronze mold statues and these dolls. Some are mostly used in the spirit rituals, like that type. Mostly these are all collected and kept.
The river, because in Bangalore we won't find like this type of rivers where we can drink water.
In places like these that promote cultural heritage, that promote natural sort of living, is also they serve food that is really authentic. They serve food that is really it's almost like your soul food. Be it from the starters that you get, which would be some sort of a palya or a salad dish thing, or be it the main course, which is the parboiled rice or ganji anna, or various kinds of accompaniments for it, including the pickle that is made from the locally available materials. And then finally, to top it off, you get either your majge, curd, or your raita types. It just makes the whole meal complete. And the whole point is it gives us the nice sort of a palate feeling where each dish is crafted with locally available materials and is also prepared in the local way. So it really gives you it is a good nourishment for the soul and for the body. Now that is what I think this place has done, and I feel that for me personally, I've had many servings, and of course it can be seen in some parts of the body where it settles down, but it's okay. I think we burn it out with the trek, we burn it out with going into the water. So I think food is something that is central to all experiences, and here it has been no different, and it has been spectacular.
It's been a 2 days experience over here. The first day, me and my kids have been trekking, and it was very slopey, and there were too many leeches, and we had lot of experience, and there's lot of traditional games that they're playing, like snake and ladder, ludo, chokabara. So all this, there are quite a few old games. It's recalling to our memories that we used to play during our childhood.
ನನಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂಥರ ದೇವಾಲಯ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ. ನನ್ನ ಕಾಲು ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡಾಡ್ತೀನಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ನನಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಬಲ್ಲೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ನನಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಕಲಿಸ್ತು. ನಾನು ಓಡಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಈ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ನನಗೆ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ.
In the last 2 days, we have been trying to see how children behave with in a natural environment. ಏನು ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದರು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೀನಿನ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಆ ಮೀನು ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಕಳ್ಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿಯ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ತುಂಬ ಹೈ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಅವೇಕನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಆ ನೇಚರ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಅವೇಕನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇರುವೆ ಬಂತು, ಅವನೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುವೆ ಬಂತು ಕಣೆ ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕಾಲೆತ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್, ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊರೋನಾ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಫಿಯರ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೈಮಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವರು ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಆಹ್ಲಾದ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂಥರ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅವರ ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಖುಷಿ ನೋಡೋ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Often when we talk about STEAM education, we often limit ourselves to technology and limit ourselves to the engineering side of things. We kind of tend to forget the biological side, the ecological side, the environmental side. So this is also a very critical element of what we want to offer our students. We don't want to miss this when it comes to STEAM education. The more you collaborate, the more it enriches the kind of experience that you can give your children. So it has been extremely important for us to come here to Manapapu Mane and discover for ourselves exactly how FORA can kind of like integrate with our STEAM Ed program as well. They can learn about biodiversity, of course. They can learn about conservation, of course. They can learn about how things work in terms of like how streams get formed, how important a forest is to to attracting water and rain clouds, and how important they are in terms of like maintaining that balance in our ecology. So like all these things, even though they're there in a textbook, they don't mean anything. So if a student has never experienced something like this, they're never going to want to protect it.
There's a saying, if you learn nature from books, you will not recognize her when you meet her outdoors. So that is exactly what we are trying to do now. I used to travel around a lot in my holidays. Otherwise, usual times I was in a city in a usual regular drab school, an elite school, so to say. That kind of education was not practical. In the sense, I would often find myself lost when I come out of the city. So this is exactly why I feel that the children here need several connections on different aspects with nature. When I say nature, it means a lot. It means the different biogeographical regions, it means the coast, it can mean the Western Ghats, it can mean the Deccan, the cultures, the ethnobotany practices. So this is why we have formed this foundation called Forestry for All. We say FORA. So I'm very happy with what the children are just experiencing. We are not feeding data into them. We are just let them out into nature free. Let them out to drink the water in the streams. So they know this is water, and happy that this water is so nice. So that's what they said. So this is actual water. This is real water. It's not that comes in your taps, and so they now really know. So now they'll slowly come to it. They'll slowly understand that water doesn't come from a tap, and there is so much of dynamics. There is so much of life in water because it comes from a living space, a very biodiversity-rich space like the forests. You know, our big visions can actually transform into practical conservation action here. I'm very happy that people from different unimaginable places coming in here, and you know, and I'm finding all of them are extremely happy and delighted, and they are, you know, they are so calm, and so the best is going to come out of them.